Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts, where we have, once again, a very, very large, decisive battle against, I'm thinking, almost the entire Austro-Hungarian fleet. This is... I mean, did they not learn from the last time this happened, which was about a year ago in-game? Again, sorry computer, you're going to get an absolute workout with this. 15 battleships, 24 heavy cruisers. We know these are the toughest ones to get rid of. 5 light cruisers, 5 destroyers, 6 torpedo boats. God damn, that's a lot of shooting, right? Okay, don't. You two can just no. There, just be a line. Forward. Just go forwards. Yeah. Yeah. Forwards. Right. Avoid off. Avoid off. Avoid off. 6 speed 2. 15. Because again, we kind of just want them to come to us. Where are they? To the north. Very well. Shall angle a little bit. Speed up. And good God, my computer is already complaining at me. Place your bets now on which ship is going to get the most damage. Here's Terebla. She was MVP the last time. Bit of bumping and crashing. I think the lines are kind of working themselves out now. Just heavy cruisers going in strange places. A pretty dreadnought, thank you. Although I wouldn't actually count the Terebla as a dreadnought. She's a little bit too slow for my liking. And she only has 6 main guns. So she's close to a dreadnought. Just not quite, because she relies quite heavily on a 6-inch casement battery. In the same way that I don't think the Requin here is quite a dreadnought. I think you need at least 8 guns for me to be a dreadnought. Which reminds me, I might need to do the gun layout tech. Boom. How can you see me? Hmm? What do we got here? Light cruiser. Hello, Austrian light cruiser. See now, if the AI's done its usual, it'll send the light ships at me first because they're fastest. but there weren't nearly as many of them in this Austrian fleet, light cruisers and such, as the Italian fleet we faced. I think there were about 6 light cruisers and 6 destroyers or something like that. Whee! First flash fire of the day. Yeah, I like Cruiser Squadron being beaten up pretty horribly. Now trying to rush me with a destroyer, I think. I want to find those battleships ideally. We can wait until we get some IDs. And another one. Destroyer this time. Jesus. Still haven't. Oh, there's a battleship. Bloody hell. I know. There's so much red on the screen. So many enemy ships. It's unbelievable. We're getting them. slowly but surely working our way through their numbers. Bloody hell. Starting to see a few of the battleships now. Off. Ammo debt. I mean, we know those battleships can hurt with their 12-inch guns. Tuppy, I think, falling out of line. Big hit. Down goes a battleship. Lovely. And another one. Just so much carnage at this point. Poor old PC. This is even worse than the Italian battle. Jesus. What am I down to? Like 1 frame a second or something stupid. Need a more powerful computer. I will now plug my Patreon. All the money from Patreon is going into a new PC to be built in the autumn when the new cards come out. Bom bom bom. Oh, Tuppy. Right. I just need you just to detach. Get out, because you're taking a lot of hits, because you decided to fall out of line towards the enemy, which is bold but not the best idea. We're trying to reduce incoming damage by sinking ships as fast as we can. Right. See if we can get around them. I think it's mostly battleships and heavy cruisers they have left. The enemy battleships don't cost more than ours, I don't think. Theirs are 6.3, and ours, I mean, the Terrible is 18, so yeah. I wouldn't say that they cost more, but there are a lot of them, and they don't cost nothing. Heavy cruisers don't cost nothing either, they're 4.2 each. You can do that, Rose. Yes, you can take the enemy ships and then scrap them. But I prefer just taking money straight out of their bank account, because it gives them all sorts of problems, and it means that the AI will start scrapping ships anyway, because it just can't afford to maintain them. Ah, thank you for the stretch. Yes. Right, I think we're going into a new phase of the battle here. I think the tide is turning, and they are starting to run out of puff. Ah, yes. True, true. Last battle they were even more expensive ships. Yeah, that's why Italy's seriously in debt. Because we took, what was it, 300 million off them? So we wiped out their naval funds and put them deep in the red. Submarines. Submarines will be in the game. But I reckon they'll be a campaign asset. Well, in fact, I know they will. Because the devs have said so. They will be a campaign asset. So, you know, they'll be able to go out and sink transports for you. They might give you power projection, I suppose. Haven't thought about it too much yet. But they won't be in battles. Submarines of this era, like, if they're in battle against a surface ship, they've done something wrong, probably. Oh, terrible. No, 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 no. You're trying to fall out of line. Don't do that. Just keep going. I know you've taken a few hits, but you're okay. Right, Quang, around you come. And goes another destroyer. Yeah, there's scattered cruisers everywhere. Are they going after the Tourville? It'd be very rude if they are. Might need to actually just turn around. Yeah, I am going to order Terrible to retreat. She's done enough. Just endless ships. Never-ending sea of the things. If carriers were added to the game, which you know I don't want, and I agree, okay. Yes, I would be okay with that. Yeah, if they were a campaign asset, you know, there's something that moved around and gave you buffs or allowed you to directly attack enemy task forces and do damage to them and stuff like that. I could see them working like that, but I don't think it would add much to the game. I think the game has made a very good decision. It's about dreadnoughts. It's about big gun battleships. That's why you can build 100,000 ton 20-inch monsters, because carriers do not exist. As soon as you start putting carriers in, it's a very different game. Now that's fine if, you know, because I think a core part of the game is designing the ships, and I think that would just go away with the carriers. Like, there's not much to design with a carrier. You know, flight deck, big engines, AA armament, that's it. And I think the big appeal of dreadnoughts is building your own ships. I think for that sort of thing, I know Rule the Waves 3 is on the way, and I will probably give it a go once it comes out. Wait, what? The Tourville sank? They must have hunted her down. God damn it! Alas, poor Tourville. She's my least favourite of the ships, but that is a shame. We'll replace her at some point. Very unsporting to chase down a retreating ship, if you ask me. I mean, when there's other ships to fight. Oh my goodness. This is not going the way I hoped. Heavy cruisers and battleships just taking a little bit too long to get rid of. Now, not quite sure what's changed, but I'm not liking it. Right, there's one. Ooh, torpedo. It's not good. Ouch. Just so confused as well. Everything going on. Heliga sinks. Wow, they're almost out of ammunition completely. The Austro-Hungarians. Well, and their main guns anyway. It's quite the thing that we've taken every shell they can throw at us. Come on, chaps. Do some full-on kills. That's more like it. Don't know what the Admiral Iroey is doing, but she's probably going to charge the enemy fleet by herself. Prepare to be rammed. Yeah, maybe. Although it looks like the Admiral Iroey is the one who wants to go ramming. Again, not quite sure what her plan is. Just pretend to be Austro-Hungarian. Confuse their targeting? I don't know what they're up to. Battleship goes down. Good. Right, we are starting to run low on ammo ourselves now. If, you know, finally. Been a long, long battle. New class. Everything is different. Everything is different in this campaign. Like every single battleship is different. The cruisers, no. The cruisers are similar, but there goes the Badenberg. That's good. Sorry, Badenberg. This is grim stuff, and they've got another line of cruisers coming in. Yeah, there was a reset between when I was recording the 1890 series and now. I am being quite realistic, yeah, by making them all unique for France. I might do classes later on because we'll start running out of hulls, but the last time I did the whole artisan campaign, it did work. Like, we did have just about enough hulls to make a go of it. Right, another battleship gone. Yeah, where did these three come from? I know that there's these three battleships over here, but those three cruisers came out of nowhere. Good, another cruiser gone. How many BBs do they have? I don't know, like 15 or something stupid. Chat might remember. It was a lot. Yes, I do have the Terrible way back here. She's been ordered to withdraw. Oh, good shot. That was from the Terrible. That's a huge long-range shot. 15 kilometers. Yeah, hopefully Austria-Hungary will think again. Although we did this to them not a year ago, giving them a bloody nose, and they didn't take the hint. So, goodness knows. Very, very slowly chewing them up. Spalato sinks, that's good. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right, Willie Mouth. Like, you can get some absolutely, like, so far since the 1900s start, we've just had massive battles. Massive. Utterly insane slugfests. Yeah, look, they're out of they're out of main ammunition. Those battleships. mean, we're running low ourselves, but we do have some. Oh, nice hit. 2 nice hits. Brilliant job by the Requin. Those soft-capped HE shells doing an absolute number on those battleships. Boom, 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 boom. It's bloody nose an understatement. That was the last battle. This is more than a bloody nose. This is more of a kneecapping. Poor old Frederick, bravely trying to do something, but really just going to capsize and sink, I think. It would be cool to see ships fully capsized. That would be a nice little visual upgrade. I actually think the ships are ignoring it. Oh, Océan is out of ammunition. Right. Main for main guns. Well, I would say the game is definitely challenging if you don't know what you're doing in terms of the ship design, which a lot of players don't. You know, there's a hell of a lot to learn with the ship design. I think once you get the idea of ship design down, then the game becomes much easier. But they are working on a feature to deal with that, which is that you can import, or the idea is that you'll be able to import ship templates for the AI to use. Now, they haven't gone into huge details, but they did say that you'd also be able to share ships between players. So, potentially, I don't know if it'll work this way, but thank you for the follow, by the way. Hissing Walnuts is a very cool username. Potentially, you could be in a situation where the AI has ships that I built, or is based off ships that I built, because you downloaded them off the workshop or something. I very much hope that's what they're thinking about, because that would be very, very cool. And yeah, playing against ships that have been, well, not completely designed by a human, but the AI has based off a design by a human, would add a significant amount of challenge. Again, we don't know details of how that system is supposed to operate, but it is in the works. Right, you finished off the Friedrich yet? Oh, the Orbe thinks that she's got it in the bag. Quebec should be able to help out. Metz is out of position. And the main battleship fleet is on the way back, so should be able to deal with this last remaining ship. Well, I don't know quite how the feature will work, but I guess it can take your own design, so you can do whatever you particularly want. But perhaps you'll be able to download a pack, say, or a collection from the workshop. It's just like, yeah, I want to fight against or I want to fight against a historical fleet, and someone has sat and made you know, quasi-historical versions of ships or something like that. Say you know, take the historical ships I built for the British campaign that's currently on will be finishing soon, but not by the time this video comes out. The British campaign, and you know, fight against them. Oh yeah, the Brother Monroe German Uberfleet pack. You know, you can adjust the game as you wish. I think that would be a really cool feature, personally. I don't know if it will quite work like that. I don't know what the devs are planning in that regard, but it would be awesome in my book. As we slowly try and whittle down this remaining heavy cruiser. Well, you can build historically accurate ships, or close enough. So yeah, having a historical-ish fleet to fight against could be very interesting. Yeah, I think it'll be a custom battle thing first, for sure. But the devs definitely did say that they wanted mention the AI import feature. Come on, I just need another flooding hit. I don't think there's a single AP shell left in the fleet, though. So burning you down is going to have to do. Yep. Nobody has any big gun ammunition left. I could ram it, I suppose. But I'll burn her down eventually. Valorous only has 3-inch guns left. Engine damage, and yeah, there's comes the water. Good job. Yes, this cruiser does refuse to die. That's because we've run out of AP ammunition. And large caliber HE ammunition as well, for the most part. So we're having to just beat it to death with 2, 3 and 4-inch guns. There we go. Finally broke the bulkheads. And she sinks. Whoa! There's a torpedo boat left! Oh, you poor thing. Right, there's something else left, but I'm not going to chase it down. Right, 6 torpedo... Fucking hell, that victory point. 6 torpedo boats, 5 destroyers, 5 light cruisers. Fair enough. 1 heavy cruiser got away. 2 heavy cruisers got away. 3. Really, 3 of them. Still, 21 heavy cruisers and 15 battleships for the cost of 1, the Tourville. It is a shame she was only a 13-inch arm ship, but she was probably my least favourite of the vessels that we have. And yeah, some heavy crews got beaten up, but 55,000 victory points, 1 ship for 52. It's pretty good trade. Pretty good trade. Right, damage. Tourville, yeah, 6.6. It's not very much. She'd been underperforming in the battles. I've been keeping an eye on her. Recoin, I think, takes the crown this time with 105,000 damage. Terrible also doing not too shabbily, but that very nice. Yeah, 15 battleships. That is crippling. What do we think, chat? Last time we did agree, after giving them a solid punch, what should we do this time? Should we talk to them again about the errors of their ways? Or should we try and get them to go for an unconditional surrender? And currently it is 50-50. Bankrupt them to peace. Let them starve. Talk to them, be the better person. Kick them in the teeth. Agree and take the ships. Agree. Fight. Okay, I think we'll go for an agree and see what they offer us. There's not much left to fight. Oh, and the British have now declared war on them. Right, excellent. What do they actually have? How many ships do they have left? 12. Yeah, there's not much to fight. And they'll have to peace out with British as well, I think. Right. How long are we going to be repairing ships for? This is the other thing. A while. Yeah, they took quite the battering. Still pretty pleased. And steam turbines, fantastic. Now, I need 4 centerlines. I need this tech as well. Or at least I need to see what it is. Because we're going to need 4 centerline guns to make a proper dreadnought. Ah. They have a revolution. War with Britain and Germany. Do I want it? What? What is going on? I'm pretty sure Austria is still in the war. Do I want to go to war with Italy? Yes. Let's just get all the wars going, right? But at least we can now see what they've got. 12 ships, a battleship, 9 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, and a destroyer. That was a huge loss. And we can see the Italian fleet is also pretty beaten up. Right, come on. Yeah, another turn I'll find out what that gun layout tech is. How are the repairs going? Ocean is back in action. And we're getting a few more next month. Okay, that's fine. Right, I'm going to end the episode here. And we're going to do these battles in the next one. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts.